Hey, Old Boar here. Welcome to Cities Skylines 2 for beginners. We're playing on the Cape Kelvin map. We've got 147 population. We've just put in some commercial into our little grid, and we put in some industry, and this does not have a water pipe connection to it. I'm glad we saw those icons there. Let's just take a look. This road here does not connect to the water pipes, and so you can see there are two water pipes. This is the sewage and this is the regular water. So we want both sewage and regular water, and we want to connect these right over to here. Might need to get down close enough to see that they're actually going to connect. And all those icons disappeared. Now we have industry. Ugly, ugly industry. Bellowing contamination into the air. But it is necessary. It's just part of life, okay? But we have some place for our citizens to work. We're still making money. We've added in quite a bit of services. Here's our garbage, water, sewage, electricity, industry, and our little town. Little town that needs more people in it. I think I'm going to add another little road so that we can start to bring out. I'm not sure if I want to do it that way. What would we put right here? Just another little neighborhood. This connects here. One thing that people need are parks, because people need to relax. I think this is a little bit too long on the outside edge. What you can do is just do this. Just hold down on your right mouse button. You want that 90 degree at the bottom. And we didn't get it. This might be a little bit wonky right in here, actually. It's all just a little bit wonky. I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to fill out this area in here first. Connecting these back roads. This comes straight across. This comes straight across. this comes out to here. All of these little oddities have different things in them. But we need more people. And so we're going to build this little neighborhood out right here. And we're going to zone this southwest. And we're going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to swathe. I call this swathing. I'm just giving you ideas here. You don't want this one. You don't want that one. These are little mini houses. You're going to go ahead and see them because they got started, so you might as well rezone it. And this is becoming a trend. As a matter of fact, the way the game mechanics work right now in Cities Skylines 2, it's closer to reality than we would like to imagine. And so, why not play with unlimited money? Because that's kind of what we're doing. We just keep printing it, folks, and hey, props it up. Just play with unlimited money. Do what you want. Spend what you want. These are the little businesses, southwest businesses. These little floating things. Put your little pick on and just pop them out. You don't want that. I'm sure they're working on it. Okay, you don't want any of these little floating puppies here. And if you see anything that you don't like, it's just over exaggerated, like that one, this one, this one, maybe that one. You can just pop them out. It's the Better Bulldozer mod. Better Bulldozer. You're going to need Better Bulldozer unless you want all of this stuff. These, if you don't like the fact that it put 2 or 3 there, take the little pick off and just have it rebuild it. This is 2 of the same building right next to each other. If you don't like this one on the corner, delete it and see what comes in. Here's 2 of the same. Already had people in it. And there they are. They all had to come out. And they're just going to dissipate because they were upset, I guess. I'm not too happy with some of this, but it's okay. There's 2 Yaksus, or I guess it wasn't, it was just 1, but we're going to see what comes in there. Here's another one of these. Right there. See what it puts in. That's what I do. Then again, I'm playing with unlimited money. We're still making money, but we're going to need to start to put in some industry. There's still a demand for industry over there. We have a problem here, and here comes the police. In Cities Skylines 1, you could see the policeman get out and go get him and put him in the back, but they've cut back on the drama with this game. Is he just going to go out and willfully get into the police car? I guess so. Nice of him. So all of this industry got fulfilled. And we're going to put in some more. We're also going to put parks over here. Put in large city park over here. It's on the second pane, I believe. You'll have people coming all the way over here from town to go into this large city park, but we'll fix that. We want a few of these in this area because they help these people not go crazy working in these factories all day long. And we want to put some of these in over here as well, before our citizens drive all the way across the map to get to a park. And we leave those spaces for this very reason. Let's just put one. Here's the dog park. And here is the large city park. And then over in these buildings here, there's this Canopy Cafe needs to go in here. Is that the one I like? I'm not for sure if this is the one. It's nice. There's one that has a little park near it. I call these mini scenes. We're going to do a little bit of painting. Maybe it was over here I found it. Canopy Cafe, I think that's what I just put down. There's a conference center. Let's just see about this. Doesn't need to go on the 4-lane. It can go right in here. And then your trees are going to be very important in this whole issue. And the trees in between the houses as well. We'll take a look at those mini houses here. As a beginner, you're using 1, 2, 3. This is your picker mod. You can pick this house and you can literally put it down anywhere you want. We're going to put this house over here. If you really like that house, just put it down, plopped it down, and it becomes a whole new residence with a whole different family, etc. And the picker also will pick your roads and your trees even. This is a hickory tree. And it has selected it out, but we want the entire set. These are the trees that are selected with this particular button. You can make your own, and holding down on the control key, we can add trees to this. We're adding this bush, this wildflower bush as well. Watch. We're going to put these in, and you'll see some of those wildflowers down on the ground in here. Right there it is. Just move it. We can move it over here. So our population is growing, and we're now losing money. It'll balance out. If you were to play for days and days and days at a negative and then go ahead and add money into your gameplay, which you can do, you will be negative how much ever money you were negative for all those days that you played. So you could bankrupt yourself by adding money in the end. If you want to play with money as a beginner, I don't recommend it because they're developing the game. It just doesn't work, okay? And I know that the other content creators kind of pretend that it does, but it just doesn't. And this road is fine. This road could go beyond, and this one doesn't. This building is not quite centered on these roads. Instead of moving the building with Move It, I would remove this and put the road back in the way it should be. Maybe there. This has the ability to move this road all the way around, or to create through road. And did you see the white line up here? That means it's going to connect to here and this to here. And so you're learning a lot. These 4 videos have taught you quite a bit. This little road is down lower than this one is because it's closer to the shoreline. And what would you do? What is this going to be in here? It could be waterfront housing. This is low density row housing, Southwest. They're kind of like complexes, duplexes. We'll put a swath of these into here, and I'll show you what I would do. I would not put it on this very end road because you might want to put parking in there eventually. I would swath this all the way up to this road, and all the way to here, and all the way to here, and all the way to here. I would not put anything in here. That comes from experience. Not only does Cities Skylines 2 have its mechanics, but Cities Skylines 1 probably taught me half or 3/4 of what I use in this game. They use the mods are a little bit different. They're used a little bit differently, but the concepts are the same. And so this whole concept, if you were just to download Cities Skylines 1, do you see that little arrow, the green arrow? That means one of these buildings just leveled up to level 2. These are all level 2. Level 2, and you can read all that if you want, basically means that people are happy. They are working, they're creating more economy, and they're contributing, and they're making the land value more valuable, higher, which is also an important game mechanic that once they get it all worked out, it will be great that they got that all worked out. See, none of that, all that is not necessary. Two of those is not necessary. One is leafy and one is this other thing, colibri. And I might have removed the wrong one, and once you do, it's gone. You don't get to put it back. There's no Control Z in this game. And so let's get down on the ground and see where he's going. Whoops. Sightseeing adult, poorly educated, Higgins family. Let's see.
Yeah.
Is that him? He's more or less happy. He almost got run over by that tractor trailer. He's going away. Whoa. Imagine how complicated the game mechanics would be in something like this. This is Map Texture Replacer. It's a mod that I showed you. I have the Volturia map theme 2K. This is what the default map theme looks like. This is just a little bit better for me. Okay. This is the traffic mod. And if you want the lane connector tool, you want to come down here and look at this. You can control these lanes, where they're going to. You can even remove unsafe, which would be that. It is a mod that you need when you're trying to fix really bad traffic problems. Maybe we'll get into that in this series. I think if you're a brand new player and you're playing Cities Skylines, I would not play with the population of over 10,000. And I would build out little towns. Little town over here. This comes out over into here. Here's a little town. This comes out over into here. Here's the little town. This is lack of labor. We have a demand here for people. We need to put in more people. These are the row houses. I'm just kind of going all over the place because I am teaching brand new players as I go myself, building this city out. It's kind of a neat building right there. And so if we put an offices in, which would be probably over in this area in here, right around the fire station, right around the medical clinic, right around the high school. Somewhere in here is a Ford dealership. We need a grocery store. This is not really a road. Take off the pick and clean up that road. And you might bring the road through here like this. This one. And then we zone office, which probably I would zone right behind this medical clinic, 1 or 2. And maybe right over here by the fire station, this little bit. And commercial demand is still there. I'm going to put in the normal commercial buildings. And we can zone in right here. Front of the high school. Ford dealership. Probably these. And you want to do this little by little. Over here, we have this industrial demand here. I look at this, don't pay too much attention to it actually. I'm not going to let it push me ever. And we can just pop in a few more. Probably 2 will take care of that demand until we raise the population up. And we have a population of 1,000 people now. And that is a pretty hard milestone to get to. We're making money again. It'll go up and down until we have our population established. All of this influx of traffic are new citizens coming in. And, you know, each car has, that's 1 passenger. This might not be working. I just can't seem to see that all of these would have just 1 of 3. 1 of 3. It's a capacity of 3, but it has 1. So they're all bringing 1 person into town. I would doubt that mechanic is working too well. It's okay for you to not expect the game mechanics to be working very well. Okay? If that frustrates you, you're probably going to need to play City State Metropolis or the other new one that's going to come out soon. City Master Plan. And basically we're painting here, in other words. We're not really, this looks really good, all of these colors here coming in. Doesn't this look like a little town? Get this from above. It's nice. I'm going to look over here. Traffic, unreliable internet service. Those are internet service. It's in telecom, and I can't remember where it is. Telecom. Post and telecom. And see, we can just add the big one here, but it's going to cost $80,000 or pesos or yen or whatever a month. Server farm. Telecom tower. 5 kilometers range. This is 1 kilometer range. We could put this big ugly monstrosity in here somewhere. I like this one better. We could come down on this little road that we just took out that was down below everything. Connect that road. Now we have our little telecom tower. And we didn't connect the road on the right side of it. Those little icons are going to tell you whether you've connected it to the road correctly. And so now we should see that telecom disappear. There you go. So thanks for watching The Old Boar plays Cities Skylines 2 for beginners. See you in the next time.